So this is like within the village, pretty close to kind of like the front. There's a camel right here. He's actually really far away. He's about like I don't know, like 4 or 5 meters away. What was that, 6, 12? And he's probably about like 3 feet, 2, 3. It's probably about 4 or 5 meters away, which is about 12 to 15 feet for us. They tie their feet together in order to prevent them from running away. So I thought you guys might enjoy seeing this. Oh, actually, there's something else I wanted to show you. This is the whole reason I brought this over here. It's a ton of wood, which is actually like incredibly surprising. I've never seen that amount of wood here, which is like a shit ton. So they can burn it for the different exotics, which is basically like underground barbecue. So there's this, but the thing I wanted to show you guys was this. And the little one right here, sunning in the desert. That's the mother. So I think I make her a little uncomfortable, obviously, because she has a newborn. So she's constantly watching me. I don't want to bother them though, so I'm actually gonna, goodbye little one. She's like laying down and sleeping and resting too. So I'm actually gonna go back over here where I'm not bothering the mother. And gonna kinda stick things up and talk about some things. So I've been out here for a week now, 7 days. It has been incredibly painful laying on the metal frame and the concrete floor, which is not pleasant, but it could always be worse, right? So, and I've been trying to take this time to figure out, in part, what I'm gonna be doing. You coming over, buddy? Don't fucking spit on me. Psst, psst, psst. Tal. Tal. It's kind of nervous. I think it's younger in its adolescence. So I trying to figure out kind of like what I'm gonna be doing day to day. Like the first week I was just spending like reacclimatizing or reacclimating myself. This one's making noise for one reason or another. So just a bunch of kids playing in the background. But so I was gonna spend like the first week, 2 weeks, kind of like just taking a vacation. I haven't been home in like 2 years, 4 months. Hey buddy. So like I think what I'm actually gonna do is I spent the first week sort of like trying to relax as much as I could, but it really was not functional. But you know that time's kind of up. So now I'm going to take this time. Don't spit on me. Hey there, you. Okay. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna take this next week to sort of figure out what my schedule is gonna be, how I'm gonna do it, what I'm gonna get up every day and do, because it's been one of my major problems here in Jordan is the fact that I kind of like don't have to work or anything like that. I've been able to kind of do what I want whenever I want, which has been good, but it's also turned out to be problematic in the end because I don't have very much structure in what I do. So I need to kind of reassert that. I think I scared him off, put my hand out there like that. So I need to reassert that structure, or a kind of structure in my life. When I was in the Marine Corps, it was extremely disciplined, extremely structured, which was really kind of like suffocating is not the right word. It was kind of suffocating, but only in the instances where like I felt or thought as though we could have adapted, and like there was none of that. Which sort of kind of like makes sense. But I mean, the stuff we were doing wasn't, because while I was in the Marine Corps, I was only ever in the States. I never got deployed, so it wasn't anything that was life or death in reality, but it was with the idea of life and death, which makes sense. But there were certain things where I was like, if this was life or death, I would not want to do what was just the protocol's not the word I was looking for, just doctrine, just for the sake of it being doctrine. Nah, man, I want us to live, I want to live, and I want to accomplish a mission. So I was, I'm also not one for like rules entirely. So, but I digress. So there's a lot of structure and discipline in that, and there are a lot of positives with that. And I need to try and find a way to reassert some kind of like structure and discipline in my life. Like when I first came out here, I wasn't in Jordan. I was in a few other places doing some kind of like really interesting, crazy stuff, but that didn't last very long. So coming out to Jordan, I was sort of like reeling from the divorce and everything that was going on in my life at the time. And so I was just trying to heal and find something to distract myself. So I volunteered at a few NGOs and trying to find a job at a few places. And then the year after that, I sort of was just trying to acclimatize myself to this place, to this country, and sort of reflect, which has been like a huge process. It's been something that has been difficult for me to do as well, just because of the really negative perceptions that I've had about myself, my past, the things that I didn't do or didn't get to do. And so trying to restructure that in such a way that it's like, that it's more positive, has been really not just useful, but like it's been a process. Just getting to the point to where I could like call myself intelligent, and knowledgeable or smart. Like that has been like a huge process. And that's based on doing a number of things in my past, like IQ tests and stuff like that, and I would get these kind of consistent scores. Oh, he is taking a piss, or she's taking a piss. You get these consistent scores, and I was like, nah, that can't be right. Like my intelligence has to be like basic level. So there's that. I'm also using this opportunity to become conversationally fluent in Arabic as well. So there's that. So it's just been kind of like restructuring. Sure. كيفك؟ شو؟ When? I guess I'll get back to you guys later. Hold on. Let me walk up to this dude. Show you guys who they are, who I'm talking to. Get back to these musings later. لا انت This is Mohammed. كيفك؟ كيفك؟ اسمك خليل. شرفنا. No tourist مش سياح؟
ما في سياح. Sleep.
نايم؟
All of the time sleep. Even if there's tourists.
شو؟ انت هاد؟ Autografia. So that's the guy that I met yesterday, named Muhammad, or the day before yesterday, I think. Named Muhammad. He's really cool, really chill. So this is getting close to that 15-minute mark. So yeah, so what I'm trying to do now is create that structure. I have goals, I have plans, and then even viewing my language learning the way that I have in the past has shifted very recently, because I used to have this really bad habit, and still to a degree, bad habit in like trying to compare myself to like the top tier aspects of like any given thing, which is problematic because